Torin?
No, I'm a figment of your imagination.
Stop it. Tinder?
No, I'm a figment of your imagination.
Rose?
No, I'm a figment of Dark's imagination. You're the figment of your imagination.
Fair. Sideline?
You should really seek psychiatric help and
Who
stop
you?
talking to yourself.
Last time we left off, the group did their whole entire, put hands together for the open air and go team and split up. Ipos and Ash headed for the mountains, where Ash had a sort of date question mark, while Ipos asked the birds, which if you haven't seen the results of that, look in the back. No, which one was it? I think it's Nerds. Look in the Nerds chat. Let's see. Wolf headed down to Westlake, which we will look at him first before anyone else. But other than that, Silas and Aaron also visited the Alchemist, who pretty much snubbed them. It'd be like that sometimes.
Hmm?
Alana is somewhere. We'll cover that after Wolf's thing happens. But Wolf, as I switch map. Last we left off, you essentially helped Duralia rob the secret hidey hole underneath the mural building.
Object to your terminology.
Hmm?
Reclaiming lost treasure.
Fair, it was technically lost. Which you came out with, let's see, what did I say last time? Oh yeah, it's 2,000 gold pieces of various coinages. Probably in a large sack.
With the $sign on it.
Yeah.
It is a way to carry your money, as everyone knows.
Yes, so it's pretty much after you're done ransacking there and you come out, probably thinking what to do next. That someone comes up to you, which for all intents and purposes will pretend you're on the road, so it's not some weird clandestine meeting behind the building.
Does this person look like the kind of person who arrests people with large sacks full of money?
No, it's a child.
Okay, this is more acceptable.
I mean, she might arrest you, you don't know.
I am not afraid of a child arresting me.
Fair. You do vaguely recognize her just from your times in the village, probably playing about with a few rampant groups of kids that just kind of run about here. But she runs up to you going, Mr. Wolf, Mr. Wolf!
So wait, this kid is literally crying wolf?
Hey there! Wolf first kind of grins brightly as they run up, expecting a game of tag or something to suddenly occur.
She looks almost a little bit nervous as she kind of like glances around as if making sure that someone isn't there before she says, you were asking if anyone's seen anything weird, right?
Mm-hmm. Have you?
Looks around again. Okay, don't say anything because Mum will get me in trouble if she knows that I went so far away. But I found something weird.
What kind of weird?
Like dead body weird.
Ooh.
But it was like so. It wasn't all moving. It was just the head kept going yam yam yam.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I promise not to tell.
Thank you. Just, if Mum knew I went away from town, I'd get in a lot of trouble. Do you want to see it?
Wolf.
Was that sorry you cut out for me?
Wolf nods.
Oh, she looks to the person next to you. It's a bit outside town. It takes a while. Do you have time?
Suddenly she shrinks.
Shh, I keep forgetting she's supposed to be a halfling. For some reason,
I
it seems to say that.
I have time.
Oh, okay. Follow me. As you buy a Westlake map again forever, probably.
Ralia is free to do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, she's got to decide to stick about town for a little while. I'll catch up with you, okay?
Okay. Go, random child. Lead me to adventure hooks.
Unfortunately, she's leading you a decent while away. As I reveal the place she's actually leading you to on the map, if you look all the way down near the bottom of the lake. No.
This question mark?
Yes. Oh wait, it doesn't have his name revealed. I keep forgetting about his
We have
name.
many question marks.
There we go. I should have his name revealed. Do you have your name
Time.
revealed?
High-speed movement.
As it stands, well, depending on how fast you want to run, it would take about 2 hours to get there.
It did go pretty far from home.
It's where all the cool stuff is, though.
But Wolf will certainly will certainly indulge this. Weird body going nah. That probably needs to be looked into.
Fair enough. Give me two
Possibly,
D100s, please.
possibly with his warhammer, but
Possibly. Also, never I realized that you couldn't see the names on certain things. Revealed names. Okay then. Let's see. That would be in your first hour. Thankfully, you have a little bit of pre-warning, as you technically have an encounter along the roadside. A voice whispers in your mind. Wolf. As you can hear chamomile.
Could have looked up at the sky for a minute. Like, how do I? I don't know how this works.
Think really hard.
Hi.
Hey, you're being followed by fairies.
Good fairies or bad fairies?
It's kind of subjective.
I don't know. They probably want your stuff though.
You want to steal my stuff? They can't steal my stuff. It's mine.
Well, you better keep an eye on your stuff then. As I'll give you. You get a perception check. You have a hidden bonus because you've been warned of this beforehand, thankfully. Which were the gremlins? There's like 50.
1 moment. 10 without bonuses.
Let me roll for a miscellaneous child bonus. Okay. Between your being warned beforehand and the child going, "Ew, what was that?" You notice strange little humanoid creatures with large ears, sharp teeth, and orange eyes as they scamper away from having been blatantly pointed out.
I'm going to lob a piece of fruit at one of them.
Give me a roll. Unfortunately, you miss with your fruit of choice, but they scamper off. So I get to reveal another thing in this area. Name reveal. So you've discovered some kind of fey presence, at least within this region. But regardless, you can carry on.
Wolf is going to keep his backpack securely closed.
That is fair.
So unless they want to do a disarm maneuver on his hammer, they're not getting much.
I don't really know how much valuable things Wolf would be carrying around beyond his jar of
Not
fruit.
much. I'll be honest. He's got the Mesian pot, the fruit pot, hammer, armor, water skin, and some jerky.
So yeah. Thankfully not too much we could steal that's incredibly valuable.
Hey, that jerky's valuable, man.
I mean, okay, but it's not like you could replace it.
Wolf's just mostly carrying a lot of pot.
Map player. You are. As the child, whose name, so I can stop calling her child, is Dee Dee. She leads you to what appears to be a very rickety looking bridge just hidden away in the woods.
Does she have a brother called Dexter?
It's weird because I had a neighbor called Dee Dee, and that's where I learned of the name first, which, I don't know, it doesn't feel like that common of a name. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see it being more of a common nickname.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's TT. That's what her name was. I don't know why she was called that.
Oh, yeah, just change your name now.
No, the child's name. No, the person in real life. Just don't name your child 2 letters, okay? Put some effort into it.
We want at least 3 syllables, people.
Just reminds me of that one scene in Arthur where it's like you named your child DW. Take them away. Anyway, as she kind of runs ahead, hey, it was up here. Thankfully, it's not very hard to see. Lying at the bottom of this rickety bridge is a skeleton. Or, most of a skeleton, as you can kind of see, it seems to have fallen in its arms and legs, having broken or been stolen by wild animals. It's mostly just a torso at this point.
Weird thing. You okay if I just check it out?
Yeah, I'll be up here. Some kids were throwing rocks at it, but it didn't do anything.
It's going to slide down.
You can do so freely. As you get closer, its head turns to you, gnashing with its teeth and speaking strangely, but not in a language you recognize.
I didn't know you guys could talk.
First kind of Nash, they say. It's just your basic responsibility.
What's a Nash?
It just tries to bite at you.
It's just basically a head at this point, right?
Yeah, it's like the head, like not the titties, the chest. That's the word. Like most of its chest.
The torso and the head.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like when you get those like CPR dolls out for first aid.
Carrying anything? Does it have equipment or hand equipment?
It appears to have had equipment, as you can see the remnants of like leather clothing of some kind, probably armor. But a lot of it appears to be torn to pieces, probably by wolves. If you want an actual proper reading of what might have happened here, you can give me a heal.
Things being torn apart here, but what a wolf can try, I suppose. Not especially.
Sure, it's a skeleton.
Around. Notably, I'm looking for non-animal tracks.
You can give me a perception or survival. Hot diggity damn. You can see a couple of like small child-sized footprints, probably the people DD was mentioning before, but and as well as some animal footprints. But as I said, you weren't really looking too much for those. But you don't see anything else, or at least anything indicative of like a person having come here, a proper like adult person having come here.
Okay. Well, not too much here that Wolf really understands. That said, though, talking skeleton, I mean, doesn't mean anything to Wolf, but someone smart at school might know something. And my bag's mostly empty anyway. I pick up the skeleton.
Just fucking take the head. So you're touching the skeleton, yes?
Yes, Wolf's touching the skeleton.
Well, as you touch the skeleton, you feel something, for lack of a better word. It's almost as if you can't see it, but you can feel it. Like there's a little bit of thread like dancing in the wind as you hold the skeleton. But you don't like it's not like a physical manifestation of anything, you can just sort of feel this weird sensation.
To something?
It doesn't feel attached to anything, as you could fairly easily hoist up the torso and carry it about.
Up goes the torso. Into sack it goes.
How big is this sack?
It's just a torso, it's fine.
I mean, I suppose. If Divinity's taught me anything, it's that I can carry like 15 legs, a torso, and a barrel.
Moreover, the spinal cord can bend.
True.
It's not like he has nerve endings anymore anyway. I'll add half a skeleton to my inventory.
Hey, that says a +1 skeleton. You've got a magical thing there.
Oh.
No, it's not a fucking. It's not a +1 skeleton. It's just you're adding one. Yeah, you got it right the first time. You don't get a fucking magical skeleton weapon.
Half a +1 skeleton to my inventory.
You're taking it?
I don't know a lot about undead, but it really shouldn't be here. So I'm gonna take it to some of the priests and smart people I know who actually can do something with it. Probably destroy it.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good thing. Need a hand? As she points to you getting up.
Wolf's going to just scale up.
Fair enough.
And yes, by the way, Wolf has enough carry capacity that he can easily carry half a corpse.
And especially if you're not carrying anything else, I'm not surprised. Okay then. As you can presumably return with your half a corpse.
I would thank DD for the tip, however. Here's a
She
gold
just,
coin.
Yay! She will return to town with you, presumably to spend her ill-gotten gains.
Sadly, along the way, the Fae steal a corpse. You lose your +1 skeleton.
Suddenly, I gain 5 fake corpses.
So return you to town. Along the way, you do not notice the corpse being stolen.
I mean, if I noticed it, then they wouldn't be very good at stealing it.
True. But I mean, it's kind of like an actively moving thing. It's very easy to recognize if someone stole it from you.
Mhm.
IMO.
Yeah. Wolf will drop her off back in town with her gold piece of tip and also, probably a good bit of a fruit to bring home to Mum.
I guess bribery.
Look, if you bribe your informants, it means they'll be more likely to give you good information again in the future.
Fair.
Of course, now she has to explain to her mum where the money and food has come from.
I mean, when she finds out it's Wolf, who normally keeps giving out food to everyone anyway.
She just won't mention the gold piece. It's hers. She doesn't know it doesn't hurt her.
That's a very untruthful statement. A lot of things that you don't know can hurt you.
With that, I will also happily pick up the halfling and not literally pick up, but
Fucking
reunite with the
eat
halfling
her.
and go back to
Oh,
Soulridge.
no. You've got your half a +1 skeleton, you've got a halfling, combine them, you've got a full thing!
That's one halfling skeleton.
Yes!
Welcome, Big Beaver, making fucking travesties against nature again. First it was Cake Monster, now it's Mecha Halfling.
Fuck that.
We are not making any travesties against nature.
Mecha halfling or be like necro halfling? What are we talking here?
Necro Halfling. And she's already
It-
sort of halfling.
It would
or she's
depend.
spiritualist.
It would depend on if we get Erin wrapped in on combining the two, because I bet she could make it mecha.
True.
Mecha necro halfling.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, well, Rolf returns to town. And while we're on the explore map first, Tinder,
Hello, I'm eating.
you had a chat with some birds. And by extension, I'll also be looking at Ash after this. First of all, I just kind of want to explain the few things that you've revealed on the map.
Zoom out so I can see these things.
It's the 3 question marks around you, pretty much.
Ah, right.
Actually, technically 4 question marks, because you also revealed Virgin Oaks. But your chatting with the birds has revealed a few resources that you can potentially visit and harvest should you ever need stuff. First of all is the Arthur's bushes. Second is the Virgin Oaks down here near the town. And third is the Cloudbird nest. If any of those catch your eyes, feel free to ask me more about them.
All of them. You said we can gather things from them. Is that like the building resources, or is it more like loot?
It's more like building Oh, right. Yeah, it's more like building resources. Except, well, if you want, give me natures for each of the 3 and I can tell you more about what they could be used for.
Yeah, I'll just start at the top and go down.
So, Cloudbird nest, then bush, then
Yep.
tree.
Wow, we're boss. Steadily getting worse there.
Let me open my crafting page. Thankfully, you have a high 1 for the one that kind of matters for getting a high 1. Now, where did I write this?
I also forget if I had any other buffs running. I know I was going to cast other things, but I can't remember what they were.
Feel free to look that up while I try and figure out where I wrote down the details for.
Yeah, I'm thing is I'm 90% sure I didn't write it down.
Oops. Did I not? Oh wait, here we go. No, that's a different thing. Where did I write this? Because I definitely wrote this. Annoying. Anyway, I can remember it off the top of my head for the most part. Cloudbirds are actually very interesting for the most part because they are birds naturally indigenous to the plane of air. Sometimes they just happen to cross into the material plane. The big thing about them is their feathers and various body parts are very useful for crafting air-related items, and while they're very potent, they only ever really nest for 2 months of the year, because normally they spend their time up in the clouds. So you have a limited time opportunity to potentially hunt down these things for materials should you wish.
So I'm getting 2 things out of that. 1, when is it that they nest? Like, how long do we have? And 2, you're telling me I need to go there, grab their feathers, and jam it onto my zappy stick.
That is potentially something you could do. I really would. You've got about like a month before they'll disappear.
Yeah, we got a while then. It's not immediate.
I mean, if you want feathers on your zappy stick, we have lightning hawk feathers.
That's also true.
Yeah, but I could get 2 kind of feathers on here. That's like way better than 1 kind.
Here we go.
That's double the betterness of 1 kind of feather.
Okay, I found the details for the cloudbirds. Okay. First, as stated, their organs can be processed, cheaply creating consumables that grant flight and things like levitation. Their talons and feathers can be used to create arrows and bolts that will fly endlessly in any direction. Their feathers are also incredibly useful for any item that gives magical flight, greatly reducing the cost, which is by a quarter.
So nice things, but not really zappy stick things.
Not really. They're more of the air part of air rather than lightning.
But we could totally get Ipos flying.
I mean, if you wanted to make an item that gave some form of flight or gliding, those are definitely something to use for.
Eamon, I have a job
Alternatively-
for you.
Alternatively, Ash might be interested because they are technically intelligent creatures. They could be bargained with, should you want animals for your performance.
And they come from another plane of existence.
Oh, another notable thing about cloudbirds is they are naturally proficient at air-related magics. For instance, they can cast fog cloud at will and can freely see through any form of magical or natural precipitation or fog effects. They also have the ability to fire razor sharp wind at people.
So I'm thinking me and Ash, once we're done here, we go pay them a visit before going back. It's only like an hour's journey away.
And I was Lillian think.
Thumbs up.
Cool, we're
I mean, I
gone.
could certainly use a few things from there.
Cool, we're gone.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not looking to harvest their organs right now, but if we could bargain for a bit of the show and maybe a few of their feathers, you know, the ones that have just naturally come out.
Certainly doable. The only thing I should finally mention is they're very protective of their young. As long as you don't motion to threaten them or ask for eggs, you should probably be good.
I'm gonna teach their young to dance.
Currently they're in eggs, so that might be a bit hard.
You are just laying down a challenge.
I don't know if... Okay. Where did the very down the
Okay,
bushes?
Hippos, we don't need to teach their young to dance. But I got an animal show going on. They're animals. We could see if any of them want to dance.
And then they can teach their young to dance once they hatch. Genius!
Just imagine the choreographed flying routine. This
It
will be
will be
amazing.
adorable.
They unfortunately did not manage to identify what verdant oaks do, but you did manage to identify what and why did I fucking name it this? Arforest bushes do, which is namely they make berries that are very popular amongst orc kind, but are kind of toxic to anyone else. However, they are a cooking ingredient. Will give bonuses to orcs should we consume them in a meal.
Could
We
probably
had a
grab
half-orc,
some.
didn't we?
Yes, we do.
Could swing that way on way back, pick up someone's treat.
Certainly is an option. But you want to visit the cloud birds first?
If there's nothing else I can achieve it. I remembered one of the spells I was going to use was Nature's
Let's speak.
Paths? What's it
the
called?
three I had noted down is you had
Yeah,
fucking
I think Plant Speak was one of them, though I don't think the plants will tell us any more than
yeah, Lay of the Land, I believe.
Lay of the Land, that was it. I'm bad with names.
Jesse died briefly.
Yeah, Lay of the Land, which you already used and helped. Oh, actually, that reminds me of one important thing you found with the Lay of the Land and with birds helping you a little bit is you've discovered a hidden camp.
Yes,
Or R4,
Hidden
but it's
Camp
just so I can
R4.
reference it faster. Because there's a lot of hidden camps in my notes.
Oh dear. Did I find
you're
anything
not-
about the hidden camp?
Other than that, it's in caves, no. You can just feel large natural cavernous areas that have been, well, not natural, actually man-made cavernous areas that have been carved out there.
Well, we'll go look at the bird's nest first, and then Hippos might split off and have a quick look around the end.
Holy shit, there we go. Now I can hear people again.
Is your internet on the fritz again?
No, my computer is.
It's fans.
So yeah, if you missed it, the hidden camp R4 just below us, Hippos found out that was a man-made cavern system, basically. Don't know anything about it, but there seems to be something there.
It's a point of interest, TM.
But for now, if there's no objections, cloud birds.
Yeah, cloudbirds.
Okay then. The first thing I have to ask is, do you have a... While the birds are intelligent, they speak Orin and, I think it's just Orin, actually.
How many spells do I have left?
You haven't really used many, so I imagine some if you want to prepare Speak with Birds.
That's what I was thinking, because I believe that's only a
Speak with
first
birds
level
is a spell.
spell. Speak with birds is a spell. I think it's commune with birds.
Oh right, yeah, that's the spell you just used. Oh, Speak with Animals, that's one thing.
Yes.
Lillian, I guess you're going to be on speaking to birds duty. I
Let
can
me
give
actually
you
check if she
advice on what
has.
to say, but that's about it.
I mean, it's... I
I'm
believe
going
I
to
would
be
still
honest,
have
you'd
a
probably
spell
be
slot.
better off with Ippos doing this.
Hippos grins.
Do you even speak Orin?
I can speak Orin, but
No, Ippos.
Hippos has magic. Wiggle fingers.
Lillian will certainly help in the negotiation, but she does not have good charisma.
Whereas Hippos does.
Really, with the confidence she has, I could have been fooled.
Oh, she's confident because she knows that she has a fucking pocket dice in her, Oh, I could just roll another d20 and see if I did better.
Oh, this would be a diplomacy check, basically, wouldn't it? I need to work out how
Yeah.
many spells I have left, if I can...
So you can prepare honey tongue.
Exactly. So I did, what was it, Lay of the Land?
Yeah, you did that one.
Lay of the Land, Commune with Birds, and did I do anything else?
Other than plant voice, no.
So that would be... Damn, Plant Voice is a second level spell?
Yeah.
Damn. First level for Commune with Birds, second level for Lay of the Land, so I'm out of second level spells. I would still have 2 first level spells left, so I can Honey Tongue and Speak with Animals.
But
then.
they're not animals, they are outsiders. By
Technically,
definition.
we're both. They're outsider animals. Well, technically, we're magical beasts, but I think Speak with Animals works with that. Let's check.
I mean, if it affects me, not them, so as long as they could understand animal language, yes.
I mean, it's up to how the GM wants to handle this, but I mean, this isn't a case where I would use Speak with Animals personally.
Failing that, even if we can't do communications, I can use my druidness to try and influence magical beast to try and let us. It wouldn't be as good, but it would be some form of something.
I think I'm fine with Speak with Animals working in this instance. So I'm not sure how elsewise you'd speak with magical beasts that don't speak. Then again, I guess the point is you just need the language. Hold on, Lillian, what spells do you have? Do you have sure language?
What was... there was a language that gave you... a spell that gave you languages. I believe it's on the clerics list, I'm not sure what else.
I know there's share language. There's a few other ones. You get a lot of... There's a lot of spells that are
comprehend
language.
languages.
Understand.
No, that's not speaking.
To speak.
I could understand
Tongues,
them,
but
but I
it's
couldn't speak
predictable.
back. Couldn't cast it. It's not on the druid list.
Yeah, unless if you want to attempt to use your wild empathy, that could work. Otherwise, you can attempt to have Lillian do it, but she's not very good.
I have no objection to use my... It wouldn't be as good as of a negotiation. I'm not sure I could properly convey the whole come perform for us.
This might be a case where you just want to set up good relations, then return another day where you can have someone give you Orin.
Yeah.
I might be able to help Lillian on the diplomacy front. If my computer would actually cooperate with me, I might just have to fucking restart my PC. This is starting to get bad.
If you want to do that real quick, we can brainstorm more ideas, I'm sure.
Well, my idea is bestow insight.
Oh, that'd certainly work.
Yeah, no, I know what I want to do. It's just my
Yeah.
computer is taking 5 years to do it.
Fair enough. The other option you have, Tinder, is technically Lillian can let you re-prepare one spell of yours. I keep forgetting she has her Black Mirror.
Yeah, but I don't know what spell I would re-prepare into. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I don't know of a druid spell that would let me speak with magical beasts or... Yeah, what language was it? Orin and...
Orin.
Just Orin.
Do you get elemental speech? Oh, you could prepare elemental speech, which would basically... you cast a spell as an air spell, you can converse in Orin and with any creature as an air subtype or fly speed.
Oh, well, fuck, there we go. Is that first level?
Second.
I've already used all my second slots.
Well, didn't you have plant voice prepared?
Yes, but I don't know which ones I've used. That's the issue.
You haven't used plant voice. Basically, the thing that Lillian's thing works with is if your spell technically fails, so if you just cast plant voice but didn't do anything with it, she could let you re-prepare it.
I cast
So if you try and
plant
cast
voice
it
on a cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that works. Then I can cast that. I can cast Honey Tongue. And I'd still have another first level spell as well if there was anything else I could cast.
Ash could also bestow insight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
As
Meanwhile, I'm gonna restart the PC, so just keep going without me. You know what I'm doing.
okay, but you plus you feel yourself as re-round in time at the start of the day. You go, maybe just for giggles, I prepare this.
You know what? Plants are dumb. Let's not talk to plants today.
Fuck plants. All my homies hate plants.
It's like we need to know over a wider area. Plants know little area, they don't move.
You return to the present, having prepared elemental speech instead of plant voice.
And yes, I am trained in diplomacy, that is important.
Unfortunately, that's as far as the aid Lillian can give you, or beyond the regular aid, because she doesn't have any diplomacy boosting spells.
Yeah, that's fine. Bestow insight is a +2.
I think so. Yeah.
And I can roll twice
Plus
and
two
take
and
the
a reroll.
greater. It's not a reroll, it's roll twice, take the better.
Effectively a reroll, but yeah.
It's not though, because on a reroll you can roll lower and have to take that.
There's so few abilities that do that, though. Usually, they're roll twice, take better.
Right. Anyway, I
That's
opened
okay.
so many
Gosh.
tabs and then closed them, and now I can't find the tabs I actually need. Do insight, they stack, sweet.
So you have a +2 from Ash. Let's see if Lillian can give you a +2 on aid.
Oh, never mind, yeah.
I mean,
I'll take
alternatively
that.
shows a fucking 20. Okay, you have +4 from aid, +2 from bestow insight.
+5 from honey tongue. So
Plus 11.
currently, I'm sitting on a +20.
Hot damn. Roll them buttons.
I've still got one
Score.
spell to use if there's something that would work.
No.
No. Yeah, that would be unreasonable. Okay, roll twice, take the better. 36.
A lot better around 22.
Yeah.
Here's a spell one for forecast levels. Hold on. But 36 is certainly well enough, as the negotiations with the Cloudbirds begins kind of frostily, but as you kind of blatantly display that you can speak their language and maybe even shower them with a few gifts, which Lilian will kind of pull a few gems from her pouch. They just appear to be glass, but they seem happy with it nonetheless.
Shiny baubles.
Let's see. They will gladly agree, although they use a lot of their feathers for their own nesting, but they have a few free that you can take, and you can set up. Basically, I'll make a card for Ash's performance thing, which I need to know down. But you make some friends.
Yay, friends.
Friends with Cloudbirds.
Now I have a
Roll
job
me
for Aaron.
2d6 Tinder.
2d6. 7. Average. Is that how many birds we got?
It's something I'll track for later. But that'll basically be how many birds will attend to the thing, yeah, which will dictate the bonus. And you get. Okay, you also get 7 stalks of feathers, which I'll write down the thingy for that later.
Nice, nice.
The short of it is basically that can be used to craft light armor, which will give you bonuses to fly.
Aaron, I need you to make me something that flies. That makes me fly. You want a flying kobold, don't you?
It's kind of hard to get to my emotional support kobold if it's flying.
I'll fly above you.
I'll consider it.
We can, like, tie a rope on and I can be a kite.
But with that,
Oh. So I've just noticed Honey Tongue gives you a reroll as well. I don't think it will make a difference in this case, but yeah.
I thought that was only for gathering information.
No, it's
But I
to
haven't
change.
really
It's to
looked into
change a creature's attitude.
Ah,
Now the +5 bonus is for gathering information. I misread that.
so technically, 31 is still good enough.
Yeah.
31's real good. Okay then. As you spend what will essentially be the rest of your day cohorting with birds and probably gathering a few other things on your way back. Oh, final thing actually. When the birds said that they noticed them head to the swamps and go draw box in red,
Yeah, I presumed it was
they essentially mean this area.
Yeah, that's roughly where I was. Is that a hole in the ground? That little black smudge?
It's a cave.
Ah. That's where he is. I found him, guys. It's hiding in a cave again.
Shrug emoji. Anyway, we'll flash over. Let's see. Rose, are you here?
I'm here, but I have no idea what I want Alana to do.
Fair enough. It's a brand new Sunday.
Our current goal is finding Dominic, his third place.
Alana just stumbles upon him. She has no idea how that happens.
I mean, you didn't exactly stumble. Well, okay. You got lucky in finding his wolves running south, and then you had someone with you who could actually track. I would say you were
Yeah.
lucky entirely. Do I have an Alana on this map? Just in case it's important. I don't know, you might just decide to stay at the fucking school and eat chips.
I'm not making my dumb joke. What was the last time? We saw him like this way last time, right?
His hidey hole.
No,
Is that
here.
name not revealed? It is. That was basically where you ran into him and he had a small camp inside the forest. Nothing really special.
Yeah. I'm not actually. The problem is Alana has no way of really tracking. The most she can do is try and figure stuff out on campus and hope for the best. But I kind of feel like no one's gonna have a clue outside of maybe seeing weird dead stuff again.
It'd be like that.
However, anyone does have any idea where Undead is, you probably would go check that out regardless.
Do you want to gather rumors, Finn?
Sure.
Where the fuck do I have my rumors? Oh, I should also probably mention, you might want to, I don't know if anyone's totaled up all the money for stuff, but the Between Ways rotation will basically rotate next session. I don't know if there's anything people particularly want from this one. I know, Dark, you were vaguely interested in the Cloak of Swords.
Yeah, but it's not even close to being viable.
It's expensive. Well, technically, you got given a big sack of 2,000 gold pieces.
Steals it.
You know that's not Wolf's kind of attitude.
You could pay them back, but fair enough. Right, let me look at my rumor setup so far. Okay. Rose, can you roll me a diplomacy?
Haha. This is exactly what I'm like.
You knew
I
this is
wanna-
coming.
I know. Yeah, that's about right.
Ooh, okay.
This is entirely why I picked up Honey Tongue.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
how do
I
you
have a
minus
-4. What do you mean it's gonna help
It's
me?
gathering information, which would give her a +5, which counters that, and a reroll.
Listen, Alana is anxious and she has low charisma.
Entirely
Anxiety
-4.
makes her diplomacy even worse.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll give you one rumor because I feel pity.
You know, a rule like that, the GM is under no obligation to make it an accurate rumor.
Exactly.
In fact, you don't come across a rumor at all. You instead come across, as you're asking around, there's a half-elf in the merchant lane who appears to be handing out free samples, some kind of alchemist, as he boldly calls out, "Come on, come all, come try one of my special brews. They'll make you strong, they'll make you smart. Need that edge up on that next test?" As he kind of just kind of holds them out to anyone who passes by.
Alana's bad with wills. Yeah, sure, she'll try one.
Okay then.
Don't make my tiefling explode. The
Can
irony
you roll me a
is this probably
d20?
Okay.
Nothing happens.
I feel ripped off. Even though I didn't even pay anything, I just feel ripped off.
I mean, it tastes okay. It's got like some kind of vaguely like citrusy taste, but you don't feel any different after it.
Honestly, it's
See.
about par of course of Alana. I'm gonna go gather information. Nothing happens.
Unfortunately, your efforts come to naught for the next. What is it? Is it minutes or hours for gathering
Hours.
information?
It's hours.
Ooh.
That's fine. Because here's the thing: Alana has a -4 diplomacy, but she also has like a -1 survival. You know, or a sweet 1 perception. She's not gonna really be useful at gathering anything, honestly.
You're not really a searching person.
Yeah, no, she's more. I'm gonna go kill the thing that we found now.
Turns out people see Alana coming and just leave.
That's all right, actually.
She talks to her scarf. She's weird. Come on, let's go.
The rumors.
As Alana,
Turns out Alana is
generated.
Turns out Alana is the rumor.
I have been
Honestly.
keeping track of all the stuff you've been doing, and you do all have your personal reputation about the school and about Westlake. Alana's is one of the lower ones.
Wow. Okay.
It's mostly just because you don't really do much, I have to be honest. I mean,
Hippos is loved by all.
Well, I'm gonna beat someone up now because you said that. She's known for not being hit and talking to her scarf, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But your negative con modifier also does not help you.
Negative con. What do you mean?
You have a 7 con. You have a -2.
Charisma.
Yeah. Oh, charisma, not con. Sorry.
I'm like, what? Where'd that happen?
Sorry, I'm still traumatized by dropping my dinner. Anyway. The other option is if you're not very good at finding someone, you could attempt to ask other people for help.
With that
Roll
7
in.
charisma.
Believe in the Lord.
Roland, I need help. I don't know how to talk to people.
I need you to go around campus and ask people if there's any undead around.
Is
For
that
some
fucking
reason,
thing
they
you do
don't
in
want to tell the
anime?
tiefling that there's undead. I'm not really sure why.
Keep forgetting you're a tiefling as well. That's another weird thing that makes you stand out.
I'm a holy tiefling. It's even weirder. Alana would probably go bug rolling because that is her fallback no matter what.
Sure. You'll actually find Roland in the crafting hall, where you see him along with Aster making some form of armor.
This is par for the course of Alana. She'll just kind of not draw attention to herself and just watch for a bit.
She's like that
Entertained.
fucking. It's like the person when they have to get someone in like in school when you're like sent by someone to get another teacher, but they're in the middle of a lesson, so you just kind of stand at the side until they finish.
She's anxious, okay? She doesn't want to talk to and bring attention to herself. How many people she knows?
We need to get art of Alana, but she's just like a tiny gremlin standing there.
I feel
But it's
called out.
Kill evil, re.
It's a couple of minutes before Roland will eventually look up and notice you and go, "Oh God, Alana, how long have you been there?"
Alana just kind of thinks for a second. A while.
All of my life.
I was here before you.
I never left.
Just fucking fuses with the wall.
Vale's been teaching her tricks.
You should have just came in. What's up? As he appears to be attempting to sew some kind of weird kindness material.
I wanted to go ask about seeing if anyone might have seen dead or something around because of that kid we were talking about before, or talking with, I guess. But
Oh, the crazy one?
yes, I'm bad at talking to people though.
Aster just kind of turns around and gives you a long look and says, "I don't know if you can see, but we're busy." Roland kind of just gives him a look like, "What the fuck?"
Lana just kind of looks at what they're doing. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure you can spare some time.
Yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll just finish up on this thing. I can come help you.
I mean, if you want, Esther, I can probably help in some way. Sure, there's something I can do.
He judges you.
She judges him back. The scarf is also judging him. There's slight hissing below the breath.
Can Alana roll me a diplomacy, please?
Haha, I see.
Haha.
Your favourite.
I haven't had to roll these for so long.
Wow.
A lot of just stares.
Such a fucking contrast from all your other characters who usually have good diplomacy.
You know what? Alana just kind of rolls her eyes and looks like she's more ready to just fight Aster. Would you let me roll intimidate instead?
Sure.
But I am taking my boyfriend.
No, you.
You literally can't stop me. Don't even try.
I have 7 strength. We don't talk about that part.
Aster narrows his eyes, seeing, "Oh, you do have a bit of fire about you." And he smiles a little bit. Roland is a bit busy, but if you want, I could point you to someone who could probably actually help you.
That'd be useful. People don't really want to talk to the girl who's known for just being an angry tiefling, quite frankly.
Well, I'm afraid you've maybe met this person in the past and he might not be the biggest fan of you. You remember Elma, I'm sure.
Alana thinks for a while. Is that one of the pompous kids here? I mean, kind of like you and Silas.
Oof, okay, thank you, Ilana. No, she was the one with. If you remember back in Ireland, she's the one shooting arrows all the time.
Ah, yes. To be fair, I think that she had more issue with other people, less
So I
so
heard about her
me.
little tiff with Aaron.
Yeah, I let Erin just kind of do what she wants. She's the opposite of me and just kind of confronts everybody, and people probably dislike her for that. I just ignore everybody. That seems like the strategy.
Fair enough. But a little birdie has told me that she's capable of making compasses tracking people in a wide radius. If you manage to trade with her, she might be able to give you something.
Okay. Alana's now thinking about things she can trade.
Suppose I should also mention, I don't know if you saw Rose, but you got loot from the vault last time, a couple of magic items. I don't think we've really been divvied out beyond Ippos getting the wild magic anklet.
I'm wearing the glasses currently.
Gotcha. Let me just.
I forgot about the wild magic anklet.
Why'd you have to remind him?
Let me see if I care about any of these.
There's also a +1 cloak of resistance, but I believe that was tabled until everyone was here, so that it could be an actual discussion. Because as everyone said, it's kind of useful for everyone.
I'll wrestle everyone for it.
I mean, the only thing I have to say edgewise to that is it's not necessarily a bad idea giving it to someone who has a very high save, considering you all have an Ion Star.
Oh, wait. Now I'm looking at this. Can't we sell the elemental iron unless we desperately want to use it for something because Bullion wants stuff like that?
You could sell it. Well, I believe that was actually gathered with Lilian, so
That
Ash and
makes sense.
Lilian will be having to have a conversation TM.
That is fair. I'm not particularly. I mean, does anyone want the fumigation hood? That could be something Alana might just go here. Here's this thing I found. Give me your information. Give me your secrets. That's about right for Alana.
I don't know. Giving a magic item for information is a lot.
Yeah, but you have a lot of magic items.
Yeah, we have a lot of like kind of
Yeah, I
knickknacks.
know, but I'm still looking at this going like, is this information worth
Yeah,
2,000 gold?
Yes,
We'd
actually.
probably be better off selling it and then bribing her with a portion of that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do these fossilized
Wise
bulbs I have do again? Did I actually put information on them? Hold on.
The what, sorry?
I have fossilized bulbs in my inventory from forever ago.
False slave bulbs?
I don't know what they do.
I don't remember anything about false slave bulbs, I have to be honest.
I'm glad
God.
that we also have no idea what they do.
Oh,
Nice.
fossilized bulbs.
Oh, that's what I said, yes.
I think that might have been back from the temple on the Walking Island when you went into the like nature temple and you picked up a couple of things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're plant bulbs.
They're just really ancient bulbs. The only thing I know that wouldn't be like a base Pathfinder thing that you should have in your inventory is you got a spell focite ages ago that empowers ice spells, which could potentially be a trading point.
That's true.
You got in the maze. I don't know if you have it written down.
I actually don't have it written down. I forgot about that. That was so long ago. And I don't use ice spells, so my brain's like, I don't care about this.
I can look. If you want, I can look it up for you. You could attempt to trade that.
Yeah, that might be something Alana tries to trade because she's never going to use ice, really.
That's fair. Yeah, none of you are really ice casters yet. That is a threat. Fuck is it?
I have Snowball. I technically have Ice.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, you do kind of actually use that, considering sometimes you come up against shit which has electricity resistance.
Yeah, you say these things, but I really don't. I just tend to overcharge it.
Okay, maybe I didn't write it down. I remember what it is anyway. It's basically a +1 cast level to a cold spell.
Okay. So Alana's gonna go harass this poor woman now. She does not deserve this.
Big SMH material. Sure, you can find Elma. Where would she be actually? Oh, you would actually find her in the sparring range. Or sparring court thing, we'll bob it. Along with her ever-present companion, Dole.
For Alana, when I'm kidding. She's not gonna wait this time as much as it entertains me. What are they doing though? They're just kind of there.
You're just kind of practicing and stuff. Ah, I found it. Okay, so better than +1.
Okay.